For years, I have traveled the world slinging my creator-owned comics at the biggest and hottest cons. Now I'm busting out my personal collection of comics, toys, games, and more in order to bring the fun and excitement of con life right to your screen. There's only one place to get your comics and collectibles and chat live with the greatest showman in modern comics. So bust out your keyboard and get ready to call it in! You're watching Kickin' It with Onrie, the live shopping show. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Kickin' It with Onrie, the live shopping show. I am your host, Onrie Company. It's great to be here with you guys on this wonderful afternoon. I have a sick kid at home with me today. So Alan was having a really hard time sleeping last night, and I decided to keep him home from school today. And so prior to getting on the air, I had to take him to the doctor's office. They found out that he has an ear infection, which is what his brother had. And so now I got two kids, a double ear infection with two kids. So what's up, Chris? How you doing? Chris Nash and Chris Deiskell. I got two Chris's in the house. We got Chris Squared in the house today. And we got some amazing FOMO books for you guys, some really wicked books for you. I did a quick warehouse restock. And we got a really exciting week for you guys. Lots of cool stuff is happening. If you haven't received the newsletters that I send out on a weekly basis, I made a post about tomorrow. So tomorrow, The Experience, which is one of the channels I broadcast on, is bringing Scott Snyder in to be interviewed for Absolute Batman #1. And I'm so excited for this book because I'm a big Scott Snyder Batman fan. I'm a big Scott Snyder fan overall. Like, if anybody can do horror in comics, it's that guy. That guy's really great. So if you're not doing anything tomorrow afternoon, come check out the interview with Scott Snyder on The Experience. I'm just promoting it because I don't have any involvement in this. I'm not doing anything with it. It's going to be Jen King who's going to be interviewing him. But I'm going to be in the audience watching this with you guys because I'm a huge Batman fan and I'm also a big Scott fan. So, and I've met Scott a couple times at conventions. He's like seriously one of the kindest people you'll ever meet in this industry. He's very mild-mannered, very well-spoken, just very kind person. So it'll be really interesting to see how this interview goes tomorrow. I'm going to drop the link for it real quick, and then we're going to get started. And as always, the same deal is true for this show as with any Kickin' It show. If you spend $25 with me, you get a spin on the wheel. And if you spend $50, you get free shipping on your order. And let me just add that link for the Scott Snyder interview right there. You guys can come and check that out tomorrow. And then today you should also check out Talking Shop because they're bringing in the writer for the new Terminator series. I forget his name. Let me see. I should have it here. I'm really looking forward to this Terminator series. So this new Terminator is apparently taking place in like Vietnam. So this is kind of cool. So I'm really excited about the new Terminator series. Sal Crivelli. So be sure to check out Talking Shop today on The Experience and Talking Shop tomorrow. It's at the same time today and tomorrow, and you get Sal Crivelli today, Scott Snyder tomorrow. And I'll try and tune in for the Sal interview because I am looking forward to reading Terminator. That's definitely on my pull list for the week. But I will absolutely, hence the word absolutely, will be there for the Scott Snyder. I'm so excited for that. All right, let's kick it off. We got some great books for you guys. And I'm glad to see all of you here. Tori, how you doing? Good to see you. All right, I have Godzilla, King of the Monsters, #17. We got a newsstand copy here. Newsstand copy of Godzilla, King of the Monsters, #17, going for, we'll do it for $4 today. Let's kick it off on the right foot. $4 on this. I have Spider-Woman #38. Got a crossover with the X-Men here. Spider-Woman #38 direct edition. This one's also going to go for about $4 today. For Spidey Woman. I have Marvel Classics Comics #12, The Three Musketeers. This is going to go for $4. It's a newsstand copy. And then for my personal collection, I have The Dark Knight Returns, The Golden Child. I've been trying to sell this for a while. Might have to list this on my website. But this is done by Frank Miller and Raphael Grandpa. Raphael Grandpa put out a cool Batman series last year. There were 2 issues that came out, and then it just kind of like stopped. I think he's still working on it. But Gargoyle of Gotham number 1 and 2 featured some incredible artwork. It was a really cool Batman story. And his artwork is in this Dark Knight's Returns world here with Frank Miller's writing. The story really follows Superman's kids, and it's interesting. This is going to go for just $15 today. Second Siren. So we got a minor key with Spider-Woman number 38 going for only $4 right now. Here's another minor key or major key, whatever you want to call it. Prophet number 1 from Image Comics, character created by Rob Liefeld. This is going to go for $4 as well. For Prophet number 1 by Dan Panasian and Rob Liefeld. Really cool cover here. There was a reboot of this series that was put out in like 2011, 2012, and it was really cool. I never finished reading it, but I did read a lot of it. Next up, I have Predator versus Black Panther number 1. This is going to go for $10 today. This book is sold out on the retail level, so you can grab it right now here on Kickin' It for just $10. $10 right here for Predator versus Black Panther number 1. It's a nice setup issue. The second issue kind of shows you where they're probably going to take it next. And I think the third and fourth and fifth issues are going to be the ones that deliver. I don't know if it's a 5-issue series or if it's a 3-issue or 4-issue series, but it should get interesting from here. Predator with Vibranium would be very dangerous. Shazam, number 1 by Mark Waid and Dan Mora. These guys wrapped up Absolute Power last week, which was a really good read. I really loved Absolute Power. And the artwork and the writing were fantastic. Mark Waid and Dan Mora, that's a dream team. If you want this book here, it's just going to go for $4. I should probably keep this, honestly, but I need to move stuff so I can go out and buy more for you guys this week. I have The Losers, number 170. Losers 170, going for $4. Junkyard Joe, number 1, cover A from, what is it? Jeff Johns' new imprint with Image. Ghost Machine. So Junkyard Joe, number 1. This kind of reminds me of the premise of this new Terminator series that's coming out. The first issue takes place during the Vietnam War, and it's about a robot that helps out a bunch of U.S. troops. This is going to go for just $5 today for Junkyard Joe number 1. Junkyard Joe number 1 is $5 today. How's everybody's weekend? Everybody doing all right? I have Invincible Iron Man number 129. Dread Knight of the Dreadnought. Iron Man 129 is going to go for $4. We got a newsstand copy as well. Newsstand copy, $4. Fantastic Four 216. Fantastic Four 216. Newsstand copy going for $4. I really love this cover here. Such a cool cover. Marvel Knights Daredevil number 2. We got a J. Scott Campbell variant cover here. This is going to go for $5. That's a near mint on this. Really good shape on this book. Captain America 264. Newsstand copy. Going for $4 today. $4 on Captain America 264. We got Cap and Falcon teaming up with the X-Men, or trying to rescue the X-Men. Looks like they're restrained here. Cyclops, what's his name? The guy with Archangel and Jean Grey. Sorry. That's going to go for $4. if you guys can tell based on how out of it I am right now, it's mainly because I didn't get much sleep last night. I woke up like around 3 o'clock because I just heard Alan sniffling so much, and I had a really hard time falling asleep after that. And I really hope I'm not coming down with anything right now. So I've been taking vitamin C and zinc because next week is New York Comic Con. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed that I don't get sick right now. But, I couldn't, with good conscience, technically he's supposed to be with his mom today, but I couldn't send him off to school in good conscience, and she wasn't able to watch him. So I decided to just keep him here. So he's actually upstairs just hanging out watching YouTube. I have Batman Spawn. This is the second crossover between the two characters. This was released in late 2022. We got a cover here by Greg Capullo, artwork interior by Capullo, and a story by Todd McFarlane. That's going to go for $15 today for Batman Spawn. All right, up top, we got some cool stuff here. I have New X-Men number 114. This is the first appearance of Cassandra Nova. Number 115, first appearance of Negasonic Teenage Warhead. And number 116, which completes Grant Morrison's first run on New X-Men. Now, if you want to grab this set here, it's going to go for $40 today, $40, and you get a major key book here. The next book I have here is The Adventures of Captain America, Sentinel of Liberty. These books are awesome. They're embossed, nice, big, thick books. I have issues 1, 2, 3, and 4. If you grab all 4 of these, it's going to go for $25 today. This looks like it might be interesting. Like, it's obviously World War II Captain America, but let's look at who worked on this because I'm actually interested. Fabian Nasi, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, Nachizia or Nasizia, and Kevin Maguire are the writers. It looks like Kevin Maguire might be the artist on it. But man, the artwork inside is really great. This is some really detailed artwork. This looks like it might be worth reading. So what's this about? It's 1940, and the war is raging in Europe. American Steve Rogers has just been rejected for military service, but Rogers desperately wants to join the fight for democracy. As fate would have it, he has chosen to participate in a top secret government experiment. Don't you love how this music is in the background? It's like almost like patriotic, right? That's my washer. It's my laundry load done. But it's actually very patriotic and works here, right? Okay. Rogers must prove he has what it takes to become the super soldier. This is the story of the making of the living legend. For the first time, complete and unexpurgated, with many never before revealed details. It's the origin of the greatest hero of World War II, Captain America. Yeah, everybody just knows when you say Fabian. I agree. Tori, you're right about that. So, the artwork in here kind of reminds me a little bit of Dave Gibbons' artwork in Watchmen. And the coloring, which is done by Paul Mounts, is really good. Paul Mounts is a longtime colorist in comics. And it's just a really good balance of everything. So $25 gets you the whole set. And look how thick each of these books are. Each of these books are probably about 48 pages. No ads or anything. And again, you get these really beautiful embossed covers here. Man, if I could keep all this stuff, I would. I honestly would. And there will come a point where I will probably want to read this just because it's so cool. So each cover's right here. We got issues 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is all going to go for $25. $25 for Captain America: Sentinel of Liberty. And then finally, I have this Spider-Man Alien Reality symbiote swap covers here. So this is the Thanos cover here. And then this is the Spidey lifting up a bunch of heavy stuff cover here. This one is done by Pepe Larez, and this one is done by Javier Garan. If you decide, or Garon, I don't know how to pronounce it. If you decide to grab both of these, it's normally 10. I'll do them both at 8. If you want them individually, it's 5 a piece. But if you take them both off my hands right now, it's 8. Phil, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Chill Phil is in the house. The cap run is off with him. I won't sing the Cap song, Chris Deichel, but I might sing a Crow song. Because I have the Crow Wild Justice here, which is done by Jerry Prosser and Charlie Adlard. Charlie Adlard was the artist that picked up after Tony Moore on The Walking Dead. And here's some of his artwork right here. And I love The Crow being a black and white book. It works so well as a black and white book. There's actually only one color Crow book. And I wonder if I have it. I hope I have it. It's part of my collection. Let's see. No, I don't have it here. Dang it. It is The Crow Skinning of the Wolves. I have to find my copy of it. But it is really good. So Wild Justice, what's the story here? Can I see it? Oh, I remember this game coming out, the Crow City of Angels game on PlayStation. It was awful, but I played it because there was no other game that allowed you to play as the Crow. It was like the only, if you wanted to play a video game as the Crow, this was your only opportunity. So the Crow Wild Justice. We got issues 1 through 3 here. This is going to go for $25 as well for the Crow Wild Justice. Every night I burn, every night I scream your name. Yeah, it was kind of like a beat 'em up, but it was like a really poorly structured beat 'em up. It was sort of like a 3D beat 'em up. So, you know, like once the PlayStation came out, they kind of like did away with side scrollers, especially side scroller beat 'em ups, which is really sad. They should have never done away with the side scroller beat 'em up. I am going to bring back the side scroller beat 'em up. I really want to make a Warline video game. I'm working on it, and it's going to have an original story and everything. It's going to happen at some point. I promise you guys. I'm working on it, and this Crow game, it was sort of like, God, it was so bad. First off, it was really hard because like it was almost kind of like you couldn't. When you would attack guys, you would have to just like press a bunch of buttons in a row because it's like it was almost kind of like you had to counter in order to attack. It was really weird. But then when you get weapons, the weapons worked really poorly. So the farthest I got in the game was the second stage where like you have to jump across 3 chandeliers. And the controls in the game were so horrible that I kept missing the chandelier and dying. I never got beyond that point. I was like, ah! And I like just died, and that was it. And I'm like, aren't I the Crow? Shouldn't I be able to like live beyond that point? But yeah, it was a terrible like 3D beat 'em up. But it had heart, I guess, and it had interesting music, I guess you could say. Well, it didn't have interesting music, like it wasn't like a good. I could just hear the music from the game in my head right now. Look it up online. You can see it just from how the game was. If you watch someone play it, like if you watch a playthrough on YouTube, you'll see how clunky it is. It's a very clunky game. But I was able to get through the first boss. Like that game was like what Demon Souls was before Demon Souls even like, or Dead Souls even came about. And I hate those games. I hate Dead Souls games. Those games are made specifically clunky so that they can start to tout the fact that this is hard and you need to get better in order to play the game. No, that's what they did back in those days when they made clunky games, and they got dinged for that. This was a terrible video game, but because it was the only game that allowed you to play as the Crow, I enjoyed it for that. God, I put so much time into that game. It was all a waste. I couldn't get past that second stage. All right, guys, it's time to do some back issue diving. Let's get you some $2 comics here. Got you some fun stuff here. Yeah, Altered Beast was badass. I love our Altered Beast. That was a great game. Which beast did you like turning into the most? I liked the werewolf. Even though I know it's the only one in the beginning. But there was like, you turn into a polar bear, you turn into like a flying dragon. What else did you turn into? You turned into a monkey. If you want a monkey, I'll give you a spanking. Altered Beast animals. You turned into the were-dragon, were-bear, or were-tiger. Yeah, the were-tiger. And when you were the were-tiger, you were like Sagat from Street Fighter. You were like, tiger, tiger. You were like totally doing the same attacks. And then you turned into the golden werewolf. What's up, Philip Ragusa? Yeah, dude, the werewolf is the best. Totally. Yeah, I know, Tori. We do need to get our book started. I can't even get my books going. I'm like, just barely. We just got things moving with Warline again, because I'm using the same artist to finish Yisun Shin as Warline. So we just decided, okay, going back and forth between two books is it's a little hard. So we're just going to stick with Warline, get Warline done, and then we'll resume work on Yisun Shin. So hopefully we'll get done with Warline. I wish I could say that would be done by the end of this year, but it'll probably be very close to the beginning of next year. We'll be done with the artwork on Warline 3, and the color shouldn't take too long. So Warline 3 will definitely be the first book that comes out next year, but my goal is to have the penultimate issue of Yisun Shin out next year as well. So I got to take care of those projects before I think about any other works. Then we can go back and revisit it. Philip, I'm doing good, man. Just a little tired, a little out of it, but I'm doing okay. I'm here. All right. First set of $2 comics we have here. I have the beginning of Dan Slott's run on Spider-Man. We got a nice bit of it here. I'm missing issue 1, but I have issues 2, 3, some cool Alex Ross covers, by the way, 5, 6, 9, and 10. And what's interesting about this run is this is when Peter Parker finds Parker Industries. This is when Dan Slott decides to change things up, and he's like, things need to elevate for Peter Parker. Let's make him rich. And so they decided to take this route. And I thought it was an interesting route to take. Not necessarily the route that I think Peter Parker should go. I like the idea of him being a teacher more than anything. Peter Parker teaching makes more sense. And I think he should be a consistent teacher. I think he would be a very good teacher. It's a good job for him. It's consistent. He has plenty of time off, so he can go and be Spider-Man. I don't think he needs to get fired being a teacher, which is what they did in the video game. And I think they did in the comics too. But, he was working in Horizon Labs a lot when it was Dan Slott's run, and that was cool. I mean, I like that. It was you need to see these characters elevate. They can't just always be in the same place all the time. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 issues of Amazing Spider-Man here, going for $12. $12 today for this Amazing Spider-Man set. Yeah, if he was he can now be an online teacher. There's no reason why Peter Parker can't thrive. Ooh, it's almost your birthday. Well, happy early birthday. I have Batgirl number 8 and number 10 and number 71 and number 72. This is Cassandra Cain, Batgirl. We got 4 issues here going for $8. So Damian Scott, the artist who did this, Chris Matt homaged his cover for issue 1 on Warline #1. He did a Warline 1 variant for me, and it was really cool. It was a Damian Scott homage cover. No one really homages him. He could teach science. He could teach a lot of different. He could teach photography. He could teach all kinds of stuff. Last Stand of New Krypton #1 and #2 and #3 are going to go for $6 today. $6. These are books from the warehouse that you guys have never seen before. Mighty Thor #490, #491, #492. Oops, looks like I have another 492 here. I have 493 and 494. So I have an extra 492 here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do 5 at 10. If you want to grab the other one, it'll be 12. What's up, Lorena? How you doing? Philip Ragusa, we got Batman Spawn here going for $15. If you're interested, let me know. This is the one that came out in 2022. I have Thunderbolts #36, #37, #38, #39, #40. If you grab all of these, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all 5 at 10. I have Wolverine and the Punisher Revelation #1 going for $2. Mighty Thor Annual #14 is $2. Captain America 36 is going to go for $2. This is part of Brubaker's run. I have Brave and the Bold, Batman and Blue Beetle #3. Supergirl and Lobo on issue #4. Batman versus the Legion of Superheroes on issue 5. And Green Lantern and Batman teaming up in issue 6. If you grab all 4 of these, it's $8. No, it's a different one, Philip Ragusa. This is the one that came out in 2022 for the Batman Spawn. So this is the one that came out just a couple years ago. Had a very good sell-through. I have Lobo #5, #6, #7, and #8. If you grab all of these Lobos, it's going to be $8. I have New 52 Lobo #1 and #2. That's going to go for $4. Blood, A Tale by J.M. DeMatteis and Kent Williams. We have volume 1 here going for just $2. This looks really cool. I wonder who did the cover for this. I wonder if it's Dan Green. Really gorgeous book. Gorgeous looking book. I will tell you guys what it's about right now if you're interested. Hold on. Let me open this up. Okay. This book is about your mom. Shut up and buy it. It's only $2. Wow, that's a really good summary of what this book's about. Do you guys like that? Pitch of the season right there. Close your blind eyes, the girl commanded. What do you see? The old king gasped. The sea, he cried. Awestruck, humbled, the sea. The sea turned to blood, and the blood gave up its secrets. I liked my pitch better, to be honest with you guys. I ain't gonna lie. No, I'm just kidding. But really gorgeous book. So I think it's actually Kent Williams who did all of the artwork on this. And this is a book that back in the day was selling at $3.25, which you can grab right now for just $2. For Blood a Tale by J.M. DeMatteis and Kent Williams. I have Brilliant, #1 by Bendis and Bagley. This is going to go for $2. Brute Force #1. This looks cool. Brute Force #1. It's a first issue. The animal kingdom joins the fight to save planet Earth. That's pretty cool. It's going for $2. Bullseye's Greatest Hits by Daniel Way and Steve Dillon. We got #1 and #2 here. That's going to go for $4. This is a winner right here. That is a winner. And Brute Force, too. Those are cool books. Don't be shy, guys. Everybody's paid up. You guys can start building out your boxes. Don't be shy. Make your claims. We've got some good stuff here. I have Captain America Annuals here. #9. #10, we got a Mike Mignola cover. And #11. This is going to go for $6. Not at all, Philip. You can claim those books. You are paid up. You have an invoice. We can add it to your pile. That's not a problem at all. I got you on the Batman Spawn and the Thors. I'm going to leave that spare $4.92 that I have up here for anyone who wants it. Unless you want to take on this extra $4.92. There's 2 copies of this, Philip. Let me know if you want to take the second one as well. If you grab the second one, it's $12. Otherwise, it's $10. And I don't mind just putting this back up there for anyone else who wants it. I do not mind at all. Okay, you want the other one too? Cool. Oh, the other Thor book. You wanted this one, the annual. I thought you said Thor sets. Do you want this one too? So there's 2 copies of this. See, I just want to make sure you can see it. I have 2 copies of this, Philip. So do you want both copies and this too? Let me know. It'll be an additional $4. You have first right of refusal on that. Okay, you want it all. Okay, gotcha. No problem. We got the 492s here. Those are Mike Deodato Thors. Nice pickups. All right, I got a pretty beat up copy of Captain Marvel #51. That's going to go for just $2. Okay, you just wanted the one book. Yeah, that's what I figured. Yes, Chris, hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed to me on YouTube, do that too. Thanks, Chris. You're awesome, dude. All your packages, all outgoing packages went out on Saturday, so you guys should be getting your comics soon. Yeah, see ya, Phil. I have Thunderbolts #9 going for $2. Rise of Ultraman #3 going for $2. Nightwing 36 is $2. Green Lantern Corps Edge of Oblivion #2 is going for $2. Savage Avengers Annual #1 is $2. We got a Wolverine stack here. Big fat stack of Wolverine books. I have Wolverine number 3. This is from his first ongoing. Number 18, number 23, number 25, number 26, number 31, number 47, number 56, number 57, and number 58. If we decide to get all of these, it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. I have 11 Wolverine books here. That would be $22. How about I do them all at $18? $18 for this Wolverine stack. Wolverine stack is $18. You give these books a bag and board and some TLC, you could probably get a lot more bang on for your buck out of all of them. I have Ravencroft number 3. That's going to go for $2. What's up, Roger? I haven't seen you in a hot minute. Good to see you, man. All right, next up I have Firearm number 1 and number 2, which is a 40-page special. This is from the Ultraverse, and it's Barry Windsor Smith. Both these books are going to go for $4. Some cool classic indie books here. I have Exiles number 1. That's going to go for $2. And number 2 going for $2. You can grab them both for $4. Oh, recovering from surgery. Well, that's no laughing matter, dude. How are you? How's your recovery been? I hope you're doing okay. And I'm glad to see you made it out on the other side of it. I have Draken New Dawn. This is a Power Rangers cross tie-in. It's going to go 3 of 3. It's going to go for $2. Age of Conan Valeria number 3 is $2. Captain America 696 is $2. I have this run of Fall of the Hulks. This is Red Hulk number 20, 21, and 22. If you grab them all, it's just $6. I have Mark Spector, Moon Knight's Inferno, number 45, going for $2. I have Moon Knight Saga, going for $2. Superman, Man of Steel, number 23, 24, and number 30. This is going to go for $6. Yeah, you have to be patient with that healing process. I know how that can be. I'm dealing with more mental healing than physical healing, but all healing in general has the same idea of being very slow. And so, take your time. This is a great time for you to be reading some comics. So if you see anything that you're interested in up here, Roger, just let me know. We got some good deals. All these books are $2 a pop, and most of the books on the lower rack here are only going for $4 a pop. So if you see anything you like, just let me know. And I'm glad you're here, even if it's just to hang out. Batman Eternal number 52 with Scott Snyder, who's going to be on The Experience tomorrow. This is going to go for $2. Alter Ego number 1, $2. Number 2 is $2, and number 3 is $2. This is from First Comics. If you grab all 3 issues, it's just $6. Ultimate Comics X-Men number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, and number 6. If you grab all 6 of these issues here, it's going to go for $12 for Ultimate Comics X-Men. This is done by Nick Spencer and Medina, but I'm trying to see what Medina's last name is. Paco Medina. Paco Medina is currently the illustrator on, I believe, Spider-Boy or Spectacular Spider-Man. No, actually, that's Humberto Ramos. But Paco Medina and Humberto, they have a similar kind of art style. We grab all 6 of these. I would say Medina's is more refined, whereas Humberto's is more loose. But either way, they both have really great art styles. Grab all these Ultimate Comics X-Men. It is just $12. $2 a book. Number 1 with the bullet. Number 1 is going to go for $2. I have The Flash, number 185, number 186, number 187, number 188, number 189, and number 190. If you were to grab all of these Flash books, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we got 6 Flash books here going for $12. Jeff Johns and Steve Collins on The Flash. This is some really great stuff. I loved Jeff Johns' run on Flash. It really breathed some fresh air into the character. Some solid stuff. I have Batman 292. We got kind of like a beat up copy here. This is for the lower rack. It's going to go for just $3. We have the Riddler standing triumphant over Batman. So has anybody seen the second Joker movie? Does anybody have any reviews? I've been hearing nothing but bad things about it, which makes me really want to see it now. I'm really tired of hating everything. And people who hate everything are just ruining fandom for everybody. There's no reason to hate anything. You don't have to necessarily like it. But to go out and hate it, I think, is a waste of energy. And honestly, I've been really kind of trying to keep an open mind to things lately. Even if it's something I'm not necessarily a big fan of. Just to kind of give it a chance, you know? What's up, buddy? We got Alan coming downstairs. Oh, it's Yuma? Oh, that's okay. You can come say hi on the air.
Oh, I don't want to say hi.
You don't want to say hi? All right. Hold on, guys. I got you. You gotta push down.
Yeah, I pushed out. Я знаю. Давай сюда.
Hold on. Hang on just a second. Sorry, guys. My mom had to go grab his.
Onrie, давай.
Okay, ma. Okay, I got it. All right, go give him this medicine. Don't drop it. Hi, Bentley. Hey, buddy, how you doing? And Bentley's here. You guys want to say hi to Bentley? Come here, puppy. You good boy. You good puppy. Oh my God, he's so heavy. Here's Bentley. Say hi to everybody, Bentley. He's your good puppies. You can barely even see him, can't you guys? Because he's like so. He's darkness. He's darkness. Oh my good boy. Sorry, I let my personal life seep into my professional world. I feel so unprofessional. All right. Hang on just a second, guys. Gotta just send something out real quick. I'll move out of the way. So if you guys have any questions or want to see anything, you guys can go ahead and put it out there. Did my mom bring my mom brought down my viewership. Thanks, Mom. No one wanted to buy comics from me because you came on the show, Mom. It's your fault. I had a bad show because of you, Mom. It's all your fault, Mommy. All right. All right. Let's get back to comic sling in action now that I'm done with the stuff that I had to do. The responsibility buddy stuff. I have X-Men number 46, number 51, number 52, number 53, and number 55. If you grab all 5 issues, it is just $10. I have the Soulfire Diamond Previews exclusive. We have the number 1, we have number 2A, number 3A, and number 4A. This is all going to go for just $8. $8. I have Avengers 330, 332 featuring Doctor Doom, 334, 335, and 336. If you grab all of these books, it's just going to be $10 for this set. $10 on this set. Solar Man of the Atom number 22 is $2. Legion of Superheroes in the 31st Century number 1 going for $2. JLA Age of Wonder, we have number 1 of 2 here. That's going to go for $2. Legion of Superheroes number 1, Supervillains number 1. This is a one shot here. It's going to go for $2. I have Spider-Man number 85, number 68, number 69, number 70, number 71. If you grab all of these, it is going to be just $10. $10 on these Spideys. I've been having folks ask me lately about Spider-Man stuff. And here I am showcasing a whole bunch of Spidey stuff. So don't be shy. If you see any at $2, you really can't go wrong with any of these Spidey books. So I found some more Captain America books. I have Captain America 36, 37, 38, 47, 48, and 49. That's a big stack of Cap books here for you guys. Brubaker Captain America. That's going to go for $12, $12 on these caps. We have an extra 36 here. If you want that extra 36, it'll be 14 for everything. I have Thunderstrike number 16 going for $2. Foxfire number 1 going for $2. Legion 91 28, that's going to go for $2. Legion 93 55 is $2. Batman Superman 25 is going to go for $2. Car Warriors number 2 is $2. Donald Duck Family Comics, it's a free comic book day. That's going to go for $2. And then I have Avengers Next number 5 of 5. That's going to go for just $2. So here's what I'm going to do now. As you guys know, I'm building up my online web store. We don't have many claims so far on any of the stuff that I have showed up here. So I'm going to start taking stuff down and listing it on my website because I need to build out the web store a bit. So first thing I'm going to take down is Brute Force number 1 because I guarantee you I could get at least $3 or $4 off of that. It's worth more than what I'm selling for here. We'll put the Batman Superman back. Next up, let's see, what else would I take down? It's actually worth taking down. JLA Age of Wonder. But I could put that up there. What was the price on this? $6. We'll just put it up at cover price. The heck? Why not? Put the Car Warriors book here. I don't really have many Power Rangers books up there, so I put that Drac on New Dawn 3 of 3 up there. It's $2 now, but once I list it, it's going to be $5 on the web store. Valeria, number 3. That's another book that would definitely go in for $4. I put it up there for $4. Wolverine, Punisher. Yeah. So you just want to see it, or did you want to grab it? Here it is. It's $2. Let me know if you want to add it, Chris. Okay. Put that Donald Duck family up here. And the Avengers next over here. And then I think this this book here, A Tale by J.M. DeMatteis from Epic Comics. I mean, I don't see why I can't list that as well and get, $4 or $5 off of that book. It's in really good shape. It's a nice thick book. This is not something I find very often when I'm dollar bin diving. I never see this book, so this would go well on the web store too. And let's see, what else? Let's look at this rack and see what else I want to put in here. Maybe those Spidey books. Yeah, it's pretty beat, man. It's pretty beat. That's why I'm doing it for $3. It's just beat. See that ding in the corner there? So and down here it's also kind of beat up too. So $3 on it. A book in this condition would be about, or in better condition would be about $20. And I know because I've sold it at that price before. Hang on just a second. Bup. Here we go. So Chris, just let me know about that. In about 6 minutes, we're going to do FOMO books here. So let's see what do I want to do here. I'm trying to think if I want to sell off the double rack. Oh yeah, these Bullseye books here. Man, I love Bullseye. He's like my favorite character of all time. Bullseye Greatest Hits. And you got Steve Dillon artwork in here. I love Steve Dillon's artwork. Late great Steve Dillon. So Bullseye Greatest Hits, number 1 and 2. Not sure if I want to list these items because the issue 1 is more in like a fine condition. The second one is in better shape. I would say this one's a very fine But either way, getting them both for $4, that's a deal. Maybe I'll get this at. Maybe I'll read this at a later point. Lobo number 1 and 2 from New 52 at $4. Might list that too. Is Captain America books in good shape? No, I just keep them here. Citizen Kane, that's cool. Part 1 of that. You get the Captain America annuals for $6. I would say those are probably fine, very fine. You just take good care of them and they'll be fine. Very fine, even. These Spider-Man books, I mean, I really don't have a lot of Spider-Man stuff up there. I guess I could take down this Dan Slott run of Spidey. So we got issues 2, 3, 5, 6, 9, and 10. Now, if I'm going to list all these up on my website, I'm going to charge about $4 per book. But if you grab them right now, it's $12. Otherwise, you'd be spending $25 or more on this, plus shipping and everything. I think I'm going to do the same with the other Spider-Man books here. These Spidey books. We got issues 65, 68, 69, 70, and 71. This set is going to go for $10 right now, but again, if I list them online, I'll probably put them up for $3 a pop. So just so we have other stuff up there. And let's see. Let's make some room here. If you guys have any questions about the books I just showcased, like if you want to make another claim or something like that, just let me know. I haven't listed those items yet, so I'm plenty flexible. The more stuff I add, I need to add a lot of stuff to the website because, you know, it's kind of bare right now. I mean, I just have my creator-owned books, but I don't have enough, you know, collectible stuff up there yet. So need to keep adding. Need to keep adding to it. Okay. I have Free Comic Book Day Text in the Land of the Seminoles. That's going to go for $2. Hardcore number 7 is $2. Daredevil number 282 is $2. New Men number 6 is $2. Hard Case number 2 and number 3. Number 2 comes with the trading card. You see it right there? Trading card. And number 3, you get them both for $4. Okay, now we got a double rack here, and I am ready to dump all these books here and move them. So if anybody's interested in buying off this double rack, I will do it for $30 right now. Keep in mind that if you spend $50 with me or more in one show, you get free shipping on your order. Now, this is one hell of a collection here. You're getting a lot of cool books here. So this is an opportunity to own some cool stuff. You grab it all, it's $30. You get all those Captain America annuals, you get the Brave and the Bold books, you get some Supermans, you get some Daredevil, you get a big stack of Wolverine books. There's a lot of value in this collection. And you're pretty much getting, I want to say, probably about a 3/4 of a short box here with this. So it's a pretty big collection here. You're looking for deals. This is the place to get it, right? And the thing about it is each of these books is going to cost you 30 cents if you're buying in bulk. And it is FOMO time. So if I don't have any takers in the next minute, all these books are going to go down. And we're gonna move on to the next stack here. Move this out of the way so you guys can see it. Okay, it is 101. I'm taking everything off of the racks down. Ooh, this Soulfire, I'm going to list that too. Why the heck not? In fact, I'll just list them all. Here we go. You got to fatten up that website, the website's inventory. So today's FOMO books, just to kind of give you guys a little preview, you guys have seen them online. These are all new books that came out this last week and stuff you may have missed, but I'm going to give you a chance to jump on them right now. And there's some fun books here, so be on the lookout. We got some really fun FOMO books for you guys today. All right. Guys ready for this? It's FOMO time! What's that even mean anyway? Oh, is that what it means? I'm such a weirdo for missing out on these great deals! All right. It is time to showcase our FOMO books. So, the first book we have here is Destro number 3, cover A. I accidentally bought a second copy of it. So I have Destro number 3 going for just $4 today. I have Ultimates number 4, which is sold out at the retail level. This is a really, really great issue. This is the cover A. It's going to go for $10. I have Knights versus Samurai number 1. This came out a couple weeks ago. It's an interesting concept. The idea is obviously in the title. It's Knights versus Samurai. This issue follows the Knights storyline, and they're basically on a journey to the east, to Japan, where they get there at the end and they're suddenly facing samurai. It's a really good setup issue. And this is going to go for $5 today. I have Batman number 153. This is the newest issue of Batman that came out last week. Really, really strong start to a new Court of the Owls storyline. And we got a variant cover here by Jeremy Clark and Tony Harris. This is going to go for $8 today. I have Daredevil number 8. This is Legacy number 670, so it's a special oversized anniversary issue, and it's going to go for just $5. Street price on it is $10, so you're saving 50% off. I have What If Donald Duck Became the Mighty Thor number 1. This just came out last week. This is going to go for $8. I have Blood Hunt number 3, the mature edition. It's sealed in a poly bag. This is going to go for $8. This is number 3 of 5. It's a good issue, actually. Miles Morales becomes a vampire here. And then I have The Crow, Dead Time from Sumerian Publishing. This is written by James O'Barr and illustrated by Alex Maleev. So I just read this last week. I'll give you my review of it. This crow wakes up in, like modern day Detroit, but he's not Eric Draven. He was actually a Native American dude who was killed in the 1800s by a bunch of cowboys. And he was resurrected at a different time, and the people that he's now going after are those same cowboys, but they've been reborn, or it's their bloodline or something like that. And so this is a different type of crow story, different spin on the crow. It's a good, strong first issue, and you can never go wrong with Alex Maleev's incredible artwork. It's a really good book. We're going to do this one today for $8. for The Crow Dead Time #1. If you have any questions about these moderns, let me know. These are all like basically new books that just came out recently. All right, let's get back to $2 books here. I have Clive Barker's Hokum and Hex #1. Got a cool foil cover here. And #2. That's going to go for $4. I have Star Wars Prelude to Rebellion #2 of 6. That's going to go for $2. I have Samurai #12. #13. That's going to go for $4. The Question #11 is going to go for $2. Challengers of the Unknown #1 and #2. That's going to go for $4. New Avengers: The Reunion #4 of 4. That's going to go for $2. Ruse #20 is $2. Astonishing Tales #6 is $2. G.I. Joe #19. #24. These are going to go for $4. Wildcats #1 is $2. Doctor Who Free Comic Book Day. This can go for $2. Octane #4 of 4 is $2. Alpha Flight #10 is $2. Lynch Mob from Chaos Comics #1 is going to go for $2. I have this series called Matador here by Brian Stelfreeze and Devin Grayson. We got issues 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You can grab it all for $12. The whole stack is $12. Some good stuff here that I have no problems putting up on the website. No one wants it. I have Subtle Violence #1 going for $2. I have a big stack of Ghost Rider and Johnny Blaze Spirits of Vengeance. We have issues 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, and #12. If you were to take all of these issues, it's 2, 4, 6, and 8. I would do all 8 at 15. All 8 at 15. That's everything from box 1. So let's get working on box 2 here. If you're watching the show, thanks for being here for the first hour. We're kind of off to a slow start here. I'd like to see if we can pick things up. So if you can, guys, do me a favor, share this out for me. These shows are important for me, and I'd like to have a strong start to the week here. So do me a favor, share this out, and if you're interested in anything on the racks here, let me know. If you want to throw me an offer on anything, let me know. I want to sell these books. I didn't just come here to hold on to this stuff forever. As much as I'd love to, because all these comics are awesome, the real goal is to sell as many of them as possible. So if you have any questions, just let me know. Yeah, if anything, I have web store inventory, but here's the problem with web store inventory. As much as I love adding all this stuff on there, I got to now sit on this until it sells. And I have like 10 long boxes full of listed items on my eBay store, and they'll sell. I don't think about them until they do sell. But the problem is when you just keep putting it up there, it's just dead weight at that point until it does sell. this stuff needs to move quicker. So as much as I want to add stuff to my web store and I'm excited about that, I would much rather sell it here on the show. Because this takes time. You know, I got to take pictures of it, and I got to sit down, and I'm marking it up because it's my time now, right? So this is all marked up inventory, and I would rather sell it at the cheaper price. It gets it out of here faster, and it benefits everybody because now I have money freed up to buy new stuff and get new comics that you guys will like. But if you guys are just hanging out, that's cool too. It's no worries, you know. But if you guys could share for me, that would be great. Joe Frankenstein #1 is going to go for $2. I have OMAC #1 going for $2. Mercy Sparks Year 1 #1, $2. I have these are some good books here. Convergence, Plastic Man, and the Freedom Fighters #2 of 2. That's going to go for $2. I Make Boys Cry #2. That's going to go for $2. Peter Parker, The Amazing Shutterbug. We got a variant cover here. This is going to go for $2. Quicksilver #10 is $2. I have the Ravagers #1. That's going to go for $2. Street Fighter, Necro, and Effie #1 is $2. Iron Patriot #4 is $2. The Infinity Entity #1 is $2. Forever People #1 is $2. Iron Man Legacy #7 is $2. Infinity Man and the Forever People #1. This is a one shot going for just $2. I have Iron Man #18 and #26, and that's going to go for $4. I have Iron Man Rapture #2 of 4. That's going to go for $2. I have a bunch of Cena Grace's Iceman. We have #2, #3, #7, and #8. That's going to go for $8. $8 on this. That OMAC series is interesting. Keith Giffen and Dan Didio. Science fiction, Tales of Science Fiction, #4 of 5 is $2. I have Adam Strange #2, #3, #4, and #7. That's going to go for $8. $8 on this. Hawkeye and Mockingbird #4 is $2. No worries, guys. I don't want anybody to feel like I'm in rage sale mode. I get it. Everybody's tight. I'm tight right now. I have to get through New York Comic Con so I can pay off some bills and do stuff. And I'm still waiting on some other folks to square up on their invoices. So I totally understand. You know, pick and choose. I have to do the same thing. I'm very tight on my comics budget right now myself. So we're here. If you see something you like, again, that's why we're doing cheaper deals on comics. But I was just making the point that as much as I don't mind listing stuff, and I have to do it, I mean, it's still an important thing, but it is a trade-off, right? Because now I got to wait for someone who's going to find my web store, who's going to buy it, who's going to see the prices that I have out there, and pick up everything, you know. So that's how it goes. It's tough times. But it's okay. It's not like this is how things always are. So I understand it too. And Chris, just having you here any of you guys here is all that really matters. That's the best thing. This is our time together. We still have 44 glorious minutes together. Honor number 1 going for $2. Typhoid number 3 is $2. Marvels number 1 is $2. Blood and Shadows number 2 is $2. All right, I'm going to take down all of our FOMO books, show them off again. In just a moment. Let's fill up the rack first. I have Mark Spector, Moon Knight, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8, number 11, number 12, number 13 and 14, number 23 and 24, number 32, and number 33 and 34. So we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 13 issues of Moon Knight, which would be $26. You give me $20. These are all yours. Moon Knights are yours at $20. At $20, you get all these Moon Knights. Darkness number 9 is $2. GCPD, The Blue Wall, number 4 is $2. Doctor Who number 8 is $2. Guardians of the Galaxy annual number 1 is $2. The Man Called Axe number 1 is $2. Flash Gordon Zeitgeist number 1 is $2. And I believe we have a full rack here. Yes, we do. Guys want this rack? It's $30. $30 on the rack. Actually, wait, hold on. No. I want to see what I can pull off here. I think the Street Fighter book is worth pulling off. The Matador. Honestly, I could bag and board these and sell this whole stack off at $15. Whether I do it online or here, it doesn't matter. I got a full run of books. Lynch Mob, Chaos Comics book. I'll show these again at the $2. Star Wars for sure. Subtle Violence. Blood and Shadows. So is there anything else? Oh yeah, Moon Knights. Not selling those off for $30. I'll just recycle those. That's no problem at all. Marvel Knights Punisher, number 9, number 10, number 11, and number 12. This is going to go for $8. And then I have the second series of Punisher, Marvel Knights, going for $2. JLA Act of God, book 1 of 3. That's going to go for $2. Excalibur Mojo Mayhem. That's going to go for $2. Shadow Batman number 1 and number 5, illustrated by Giovanni Timpano, the guy who illustrated the first 5 issues of Visun Shin. That's going to go for $4. And then I have Nightwing and Captain Boomerang Jr. going for $2. And then we got Flash Gordon number 3 going for $2. Now I think we got a double rack that is I'm okay letting go of for $30. The books that I'm pulled off the rack include Blood and Shadows by Mark Nelson. Right now it's going for $2. Later on it's going to be listed for $5. Subtle Violence, 2 going for $5 later on. Star Wars Prelude to the Rebellion, 2 of 6. That's going to go for 2 right now, 5 later. Lynch Mob number 1. And then I have these Matador books by Brian Stelfreeze and Devin Grayson. Brian Stelfreeze is an incredible artist. I have the full run here going for just $12. And then I have Street Fighter, Necro, and Effie number 1. That's also going to get listed. And then I have the Moon Knight run here, the Mark Spector Moon Knight run. That's going to go for $18 for the Mark Spector Moon Knights. And then we got another $30 rack up here. Let me know if you guys are interested in that. But Chris, just so you know, you could build your box and pay with whenever you're ready. If you see something on here you want to claim and you need like a week or 2 to pay up, that's fine. As my whole thing, guys, just so you know about invoicing, it's not that I need you guys to pay right away. It's not like that. If you guys need some time, that's fine. The only thing I can't have is like lack of communication. As long as you guys communicate with me and you say, hey, Onrie, I need 2 weeks to pay this invoice. Lorena and I, we worked out a deal. So she informed me that within 2 weeks she would take care of it. Even if she comes back to me after that 2 weeks and says, hey, Onrie, I need an extra week. That's fine, guys. I know that we're all like in a pinch and we're all in situations and things like that. So I will work with you guys. If you see something on here that you want to claim it, because otherwise it's heading into the web store. And I don't know when it's going to sell. It might sell in a day. It might sell in a month. It might sell in a year. It might sell in 10 years. I don't know. But, again, having 10 long boxes of listed items is frozen inventory. That's it. That's all it is for me. And it's great when it sells, but having a little trickle down from, all the time that I spent listing stuff, it's a lot of time gone. So and the thing about listing is you got to keep listing and you got to keep building up your store and you got to keep doing all this stuff. So you got to put a lot of time into it in order to get to that point where you got so much inventory up there that you got everything covered. I'm just one person doing everything though. So for me, my time is valuable because there's lots of other things I could be doing. And I would rather move these books because the one thing I'd rather be doing is going out and buying new books. I don't want to sit here recycling the same stuff every week. You guys don't want me recycling the same stuff every week. So if you need a little bit more time, just communicate with me. I'll work with you. I promise. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, take your time. If you need more time with it, that's okay. I will work with you. As long as there's communication. Communication is the key component to everything. If we're communicating with each other, and I know that you guys are good for it, then take your time, that's okay. I'm not gonna cancel your invoice. Like the situation where I had to cancel that other person's invoice, that was a result of them just completely flaking on me. Like they didn't respond to my emails. I didn't know what was going on with them. So, I don't really know. But also it's okay too. If there's nothing you see up here that you want, that's also a thing. I don't expect you guys to buy comics you're not looking for. But if you guys can tell me what you are looking for, I'll see if I have it, and I'll try and stock it for future shows. The idea is to sell the comics, not to sit on them forever. And I want the shows to be exciting and fun for you guys. So. Oh, wow, that's awesome. So you got your copies of Warline in, Chris. That's great. Enjoy it. Bentley is totally knocked out right now. Hearing his snores so makes me want to sleep too. And just the way he's sleeping too, it's so funny. He's got both his paws out and his head's just buried in his paws. So cute. Life is much better with dogs. And that's just reality. All right, I'm going to show off the FOMO books again for you guys. Once again, I have Ultimates number 4, cover A, going for $10. Knights versus Samurai number 1 is $5. Batman 153 is $8. This is a variant cover here by Tony Harris and Jeremy Clark. Destro number 3 is going to go for $4. Daredevil 8, Legacy number 670, special oversized 60-year edition, this anniversary issue. That's going to go for $5. What If Donald Duck Became Thor? That's going to go for $8. Blood Hunt 3, this is the mature edition. This is going to go for $8. And then I have The Crow Dead Time number 1. That's going to go for $8 as well. These are your FOMO books for today. He sleeps great in Comic Land. Oh, he totally does. He sleeps great everywhere. That dog does not have a hard time sleeping. However, last night, both Alan and Bentley, they like to sleep with me. So Bentley likes to get really close to me, but he also likes to stick his ass in my face. So he was sleeping with his butt in my face, and Alan was very congested, so he was breathing kind of, loud. So I had both the boy and the dog snoring right in my ear last night, and I was just like, okay, I can't do this, and I just got out of bed and went into the other room. So I didn't get a full night's sleep. And then as soon as I woke up this morning, I'm like, I can't, with good conscience, send my kid to school today. He needs to heal. He needs a day off. If you guys see anything you want up here, let me know. Feel free to make any claims you like. I'm going to take down this this double rack in just a minute here. And we're going to move on to our last one. I'll do some minor restocking for tomorrow's show. Hoping to get my hands on a copy of Absolute Batman number 1 so I can read it in time for the interview with on Talking Shop tomorrow. It's going to be an exciting afternoon tomorrow. Okay, I'll move this stuff over. It's not blocking anything. All right, all this stuff is going away. Yeah, you need a Kickin MasterCard. That's funny, Chris. All right, we'll put our FOMO books back up here. I'm going to build out one final rack, double rack here. And then I'm going to go over the bottom row one more time. And then we're going to close out today's show. But I'll be back tomorrow evening, 7 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Mountain Time, 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern on The Experience. And don't forget about the exciting interview with Scott Snyder for tomorrow. That's going to be really awesome. It's too fat for the box. Poor mailman. All right, I got Batman 446, 449, 454, 456, and 462. If you grab all of these Batmans, it is going to go for just $10 right now for these Batman issues. I have Star Trek, the Medulla Imperative, number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. This is part of the Next Generation series. So this is going to go for $8 for this run here. $8 on this. I have Star Trek, the Medulla Imperative from the original Star Trek. That's going to go for $2. Detective Comics 630 is $2. Huntress, Batman Secret Files number 1 is going to go for $2. Babylon 5 and Valen's Name number 3 is $2. Shadow of the Bat number 16 is $2. Mark Spector Moon Knight number 11 is $2. King Thor number 4 is $2. Pretty Violent number 10 is $2. Extraordinary X-Men number 13 is $2. Sword number 1 is $2. Kids number 6 is $2. And Hanna-Barbera Future Quest number 9 is $2. We got 25 minutes left on the clock, folks. I'm so glad everything came, and it was so fast. That was like a 2-day delivery, dude. Midnighter and Apollo number 6 is $2. Star Wars number 8 is $2. Disaster Inc. number 4 is $2. The Avengers 38 is $2. I have X Factor Annual number 1, number 3, number 4, and number 5. That's going to go for $8. $8 on these. Deceased, War of the Undead Gods, number 5. Number 6. Yeah, it usually does. That was fast. I'm so glad it came so quickly. So it's an 8-issue series. We got 5 and 6 here going for just $4. Iron Man 234, 235, 253, 255, 277, and 279. So I grab all these. It is going to go for $12 for these Iron Mans. $12 for the Iron Mans. More Shadow of the Bat books here. So I now have Shadow of the Bat number 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 2 copies of 16. Grab them all together. 2, 4, 6, 8. $15 for it all. For the Shadow of the Bat books. Celebration of Marvel's greatest creators, Arvell Jones, Iron Fist. Reprint of the first appearance of Misty Knight, going for $2. Some more Batman. Batman 463 and 485. That's going to go for $4. Let's see if we can move this over here. 463 and 485. So we now have 2, 4, 6, 7 issues of Batman going for $14. Okay, let's see. You were asking me, did I like Pattinson's Batman movie? I didn't like Pattinson's Batman movie. I didn't think it was weird. I thought it was not very well thought out. It was clunky. It was very clunky. And I love Batman. As you guys know, I'm a huge Batman fan. The biggest problem with that movie was Pattinson himself. He just didn't sell me as Batman or Bruce Wayne. Actually, no, he wasn't the biggest problem in the movie. That was mean. He isn't the biggest problem. His Batman was fine. His Bruce Wayne sucked. His Bruce Wayne was awful. It was actually probably out of all of them. I tend to like Michael Keaton's Batman the most in terms of like how his presence on screen. And I also like his Bruce Wayne. It's like a nice counterbalance. You would never guess that Michael Keaton's Bruce Wayne is Batman. Christian Bale did a really great job as Bruce Wayne, but his raspy voice as Batman really didn't do it for me. And then you have Pattinson, who does fine as Batman, but he's just a terrible Bruce Wayne. The biggest problem with that movie was the clunky script. The script was clunky. And it just didn't come together as well as it could have, which is unfortunate because it had potential to be a really good film. I wanted to like that movie a lot. I really, really wanted to like that movie. So I was really upset with the fact that the script fell apart. But that happens. What are you going to do? And hey, people liked it enough for them to make a second movie. So who cares what I think? I think that second movie is probably going to be met with as much criticism as this Joker film. But I also think I was having a conversation with a friend about the Joker movie, which I'm going to go see tonight. I think everybody's got that movie. Everybody doesn't know. Everybody's mistaken about this Joker movie. They're expecting it to be a sequel to the first Joker movie, which it is. But from the very, very beginning, they said that they wanted to make this a musical. And that was not going to hit well with the audience. They were saying it from the very beginning, before it even went into production, that they wanted to do this. That's why they cast Lady Gaga to play Harley Quinn, was because they intentionally wanted to make it a musical. So I'm actually interested to see this film in the theater because I want to kind of see what the deal is with it. And I might actually go see it tonight since I'm kind of free tonight. So I want to see it, and then I'll let you guys know what I think of it. But I liked the first Joker movie. I thought it was fine. It was good. And I think Joaquin Phoenix did a really good job in the role. So I'm interested to see it. Either going to like it or not, who cares? Superman in Action Comics number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8. We're going to do all these books here. 2, 3, 4, and 5. $10 on these new 52 Action Comics. Outsiders number 24 is $2. Web of Spider-Man number 19 is $2. Old Man Quill number 2 is $2. Superman number 10, number 11, and number 12 from Bendis's run is going to go for $6. Yeah, it's just a clunky script. And we've talked about this Batman movie so much on this show. When you as the audience figures out the Riddler's plan 30 minutes before Batman, that doesn't bode well for the world's greatest detective. Just saying. A rat with wings? What is that? A pigeon? What is he talking about? You know, it's like they could have written that a little bit stronger. And you know what sucks is I really like Matt Reeves as a director. He's a good filmmaker, and I think the style of the film was good. I didn't like emo Bruce Wayne. Robert Pattinson as Batman was fine. I didn't care for any of the Penguin stuff. I didn't care for any of the other stuff. I didn't like Catwoman's outfit. Like, there's a lot that didn't work in that film. But, you know, I guess enough people wanted to see it. People want to see DC thriving. That's what I really think. And I really have a lot of faith in James Gunn. I think he's going to breathe a lot of fresh air into the DC world. And he's going to make this Superman movie awesome. And we're going to get excited about DC movies because we deserve it. We deserve it. And they're capable of making good DC movies. There's a lot of stuff for them to mine from. So I think we haven't even scratched the tip of the surface yet. Batman Detective Comics 1037 is $2. X-Men Grand Design #1 and #2 is going to go for $4. I have a run of the Ultimates here. Ultimates number 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. If you grab them all, it is going to go for $10. Avengers Fairy Tales, #2 of 4 and #3 of 4. Got half your run here. It's going for $4. Amazing Spider-Man 540. It's going to go for $2. Hack Slash Resurrection #7 is $2. Deceased Dead Planets #5 and #7. Got some cool covers here, going for $4. Freedom Fighters #8 is $2. Batman Gotham Knights Gilded City #1 of 6 and 3 of 6. That's going to go for $4. Robins #1 of 6 is $2, and Liberty Girl #1 is $2. Okay, so we're down to the last 15 minutes of our show here. So now I'm going to go over the bottom row one more time and see if we can move all these books real quick. There might be a book or two here that I might list on the website. Oops. Once again, we got Daredevil 8 going for 5. Ultimates 4 is 10. What If Donald Duck Became Thor is 8. Knights vs. Samurai #1 is 5. The Crow Dead Time #1 is 8. Batman 153 is 8. Blood Hunt #3 is 8. And Destro #3 is 4. That's the A cover of Destro. Okay, now let's go over all the lower rack books here one more time. Godzilla King of the Monsters #17 is $4. Spider-Woman #38 is 4. This is a minor key. Marvel Classics Comics, The Three Musketeers #12 is 4. Dark Knight Returns of the Golden Child, Frank Miller and Raphael Grandpa. I'm probably going to list this if no one wants it. Right now it's going to go for 15. Prophet #1 is going to go for 4. Predator versus Black Panther #1 is going to go for 10. The Losers #170 is going to go for 4. Shazam #1 is 4. Junkyard Joe #1 is 5. Invincible Iron Man #129 is 4. Fantastic Four 216 is 4. Batman 292 is $3. Captain America #264 is $4. And Daredevil Marvel Knights #2 is going to go for 5. So let me know if you guys are interested. Let's do a lump sum total on all these books real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. $4, 39, 43, 47, 50, 54, and 59. So I got $59 worth of books here. If someone gives me $40, I'll do it all at 40 for the lower rack. All the books on the lower rack at $40 right now. $40 on it all for all the lower rack books. Saving you $19 off of the prices that I already marked down on all the books. So you're saving some money over here. You guys are also welcome to make claims after show hours too. Yeah, that I'd buy that for $1. I have the RoboCop game on PS5. I just picked it up recently, so I'm excited to read it. Just waiting to see if anybody is interested in grabbing this big stack of books here. All these books at $40. I have the symbiote swap variants of Spider-Man Alien Reality #1. We have the Pepe Larraz cover and the Javier Garand cover. The pair is going to go for $8. I have the Crow Wild Justice 1 through 3. That's going to go for $25. And then I have new X-Men #114, 115, and 116, which includes the first appearance of Cassandra Nova, Negasonic Teenage Warhead, and is also the first completed run of Grant Morrison's new X-Men, where we see the X-Men in their biker suits for the first time. We go for $40. If you guys have any questions about anything up on the rack, just let me know. Okay. Thanks again, guys, for tuning in for today's episode. We're coming to the very end of our show. If you guys have any questions about anything that was showcased, you can message me now in the comments, or you can message me later. As you can see, a lot of stuff did not sell today, so if anybody's interested in making after-hours claims, you can do that too. That would be really awesome. And if you need time to, build out your box, that's okay. You can do that. I don't expect you to, just cough up everything when I send out invoices. If you need some time, you want to build out your box, that's totally cool with me. Happy to work with you on that. As Leonard said, I'd rather have a book sold today, than have to wait another 500 years to potentially sell it. So better to move it now. Any questions? We're going to stay on the air until the time is done, until 2 o'clock. I actually do owe a couple people spins on the wheel, so I'll spin the wheel in about 3 minutes. You guys want to chat about anything? You want to ask me any questions? Feel free to do so. I'm here right now, so I'm happy to be with you guys. This is your time. So nothing, huh? See when Joker's playing tonight. Might as well look that up, since I'm not hearing anything from you guys. I'm kind of nervous about watching it too. It's 2 hours and 18 minutes. Wow, that's a long movie. All right, I'm just going to do the spin on the wheel, and then we're just going to close out a couple minutes early. So let's do this. Time to spin the wheel, Skid Bar.
It's time to spin the wheel of Skid Bar.
All right, I'm spinning for Philip. Phil gets free swag. Philip gets free swag, and then I'm spinning for Phil. Phil. Phil gets a $2 comic. I'm going to hook him up with Star Wars. And Philip gets free swag. I'm going to hook him up with another copy of The Onion. They might sing me to sleep. I don't know about that. We'll see. All right, guys, we're closing out today. I can see we don't really have a lot of buyers here. Well, I don't know. I'll stay here with you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's not like we got that much time left anyway, so it's really not a big deal. I don't mind. This. I'm putting up books for tomorrow. 5 and 6. If you guys have any questions about anything else that I've put up here, please let me know. This is the time. Happy to answer any questions. I don't want to showcase, I don't want to show off any, I don't want to put the books up that I was going to put up for tomorrow, but let me know if you guys have any requests for tomorrow. You can let me know that too. Happy to hook that up. We got 2 more minutes on the clock. I'm not going anywhere. If you guys have any questions, this is the time to ask them. Anything you want to say? You know what? I'll say this. The thing I did best today was I didn't go into rage sale mode. You guys got to give me credit for that. Usually I go into rage sale mode when things aren't going according to plan, right? Why don't you guys buy any of these comics? What are you, idiots? What are you, morons? Don't be so stupid and pass up on these books, you morons. It's the key to return business. All right, less than a minute to go here. And I will see you guys tomorrow again on The Experience, 7 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Mountain Time, 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern. Thank you guys for shopping with me today. I appreciate it. I'll be back on the air tomorrow, and I am excited for it. I look forward to seeing all of you guys. Y'all take care and have a great rest of your afternoon. Dude, Chris, you're awesome. Don't worry about it, man. Thank you so much, guys. Take care. Love you all. See you tomorrow.